It's December 16th, 2024. December 15th, 2024. My phone is bugged by the police for the FBI case. Okay? I was talking to my neighbor Jim about them photoshopping the shower scene in the other room and how they drugged me and all that. Well, his son is, he edits movies for a living. He has an app in his phone. He said, I asked my son, with all the things these people said they did to you, if they could do it. And he said, oh, it's simple. He has an app in his phone. He edits movies that you watch on TV for a living. Okay? That they could put your head on somebody else's body, eye color, hair color, clothing, scenery. He could Photoshop that shower scene and washing in the other room. Though they laugh at you that they did. They can take words out of sentences, other sentences, tape over and make it look like you said something you did. Okay? Let alone all the times they were drugging the hell out of me up there. Okay? He said it's simple. Okay? Well, one of the officers assigned to me said I was listening to her and her friend talk because my phone's bugged from the police and the FBI for the case. How they could do all this. Okay? Well, you got that lady yesterday on December 15th, 2024. Bobbins on 62. There's a lady as I go to leave. You got her. You might want to tell the courthouse she's coming. We found out Agent John got arrested over this. We don't need him anymore anyways. He found out what we were doing and he had our money. We found out it's probably simply in that courthouse. The judges gave us special permission to watch her before. There's no such thing. And we got charges against her for being weird with herself. The shower scene in the other room. They already confessed they photoshopped and made fun of Agent John for falling for it. Drug confessions. Publicly mocked them. Where they made fun of everybody for falling for it. You want the people that defrauded FBI agent John, that lady confesses. We're going to go down and get that card. We got a court order for her money because she was weird with herself. I was never weird with myself. I was never charged. Never found guilty. And we're going to go get her money. They're coming, by the way. You want their confession, you can stop them before they get there. I work for this client in Maslin. His next door neighbor, he'd always want to go visit. Said, I used to do home health care for the mafia in this area. You'd be surprised what comes out of their mouth. She said they ran a scam once. One of the guys had got arrested. One had fake attorney credentials. Had one of them dress up like a police officer. Went in and the other police officer let him out of jail with a fake court order. And they were laughing how they got away with it. See, for me to actually have charges, I would have to stand in front of a judge. To be found guilty, I'd have to have a court hearing. It never happened. Why? Because it was done by the drug cartel that Dave hired on his own to run a stupid drug scam. Up in Portage County, they sent out fake arrest warrants, arresting people for saying that they were going to be arrested for being a child molester. They were accused and charged. And if they didn't pay the $80,000 fine, that they would be arrested. Ordered by Judge Paul and Officer Thomas. There is no Judge Paul, and there's no Officer Thomas. There is no retired Judge Pete involved. Like they said, they made up Judge Pete. They made up everything on her, March 20th, 24. In January of 19, they said they had fake paperwork to make it look official. Get rid of it. It's not true about her. The guy that wrote it up don't like her. It's fake. But if you want the women that think they got Agent John arrested and they admitted they defrauded him, because when he found out what they were really doing, he had her money. We don't need him anymore. See, these people are arrogant and psycho bitches. My phone is bugged. There's cameras in there. You need to get them. They're part of the extortion ring of the drug cartel. I have no charges. There is no court order to give them my money. It's fake. You do realize that. It's fake. The prosecutor's office. I talked to him last summer. I cried until I was choking and stuttering of the horror what these people did to me. Choking and stuttering. And that's where, how dare these people think they could say anything to her? It is how dare you. They make comments like that. And they would actually think they can come up here and say something. I choked and I cried and I stuttered. Could you imagine with the horror I've lived through, if they actually put me on a stand in front of a judge and a jury, me telling how these people raped me and sold videos of it, tortured me, sold videos of it, how to go on bladder spasm medicine, how they crushed my skull in and I got a dent in the back of my head the size of a ball-peen hammer, and I now stutter from it? Huh? That I was waking up with bruises before all over me, throwing up, dizzy, almost passing out, and severe personal infection until I couldn't hardly pee. It's documented by all my family physicians, and I was blaming the dirty well water. And these people were breaking in stores. They were drugging me and telling me to say stuff, and they photoshopped a shower scene. And they sold child pornography of my grandchildren going potty. Sold everybody on porn sites using the bathroom. Vile, evil criminals do not get money, nor does the victim ever get in trouble. For perverts taping them in the shower and then photoshopping a shower scene in the other room in their personal perverted tapes, where Dave hired Pete on his own. There is no court order. There is no special bunny permissions. That lady is part of framing the judges in the courthouse of Ravenna. You need to get her. She's dangerous. The cartel is trying to frame the judges. There's no such thing as special bunny permission. See, their whole thing was we had special permission from the courts. There's no such thing. There's cold, hard court orders. The real law if attorney tapes you unaware in your home, they lose their license. They go to jail. It's illegal monitoring. It's considered an entrapment. It's illegal monitoring. Cyber stalking. And then sextortion, trying to get money out of naked pictures. It's a federal crime. It's a federal crime to sell child pornography. It's a federal crime to drug, beat, rape somebody for fake confessions. Photoshop, things in stalking tapes and trying to extort money. It's illegal. It's a federal crime. It's called racketeering. Drugs, rape, threats, and trying to extort money. It's racketeering. So whatever sheriff is, you need to pull the phone taps from yesterday, and you need to get those ladies that were in there. They are the ones that are framing the judges of Ravenna, admitted they defrauded FBI agent John and got him arrested, and they just didn't need him anymore. So when he figured out what they were doing, he had to pay money before they arrested him. And they admitted they defrauded him. And they think that they're going to go down to the Stark County Courthouse Drug and Task Unit and the other agents, they can defraud them with a fake court order. There is no court order against me. Call up at the courthouse. There's nothing. There's nothing. They lied. It's all fake. It's a big scam. There's no such thing as special permission. The real law is if attorney tapes you unaware in their home, they lose their license, they go to jail, and they have to compensate you. That's the real law. You have a right to your own attorney, a right to remain quiet, a right to privacy. It's a big scam, and she was one of the ones defrauding FBI agent John and framing the judges of Ravenna. You want the people that are trying to take the judges down up there? She's one of them. And I bet she's now at where they said Mama's attorney friend. Yeah. Mama's attorney friend didn't have a right to be in my home and have me drug, beat, and raped. Huh? Sell pornography and my grandkids go on potty? Having human traffickers? They're part of the human traffickers. It's a scam. It's a scam. Like my client in Maslin, a neighbor, they had the local mafia ran scams on the police all the time. When their guys got arrested, they had fake credentials for an attorney. Okay? They had a fake release order to get one of their guys out of jail. Had one of the guys dressed up like a cop. They went in there and the cop let him out. They didn't verify that it was fake. And laughing, they got away with it. She said the local mafia runs scams on the police all the time. Well, these people admitted they defrauded FBI agent John and got him arrested, and they just don't need him anymore anyways. When that agent found out what we were really doing. You need to let John go then and put her ass in jail. She's very dangerous. She's having people drugged, beaten, raped in her own home. You think Andrew Derabic, where he had 7 victims up there of sextortion, of getting naked pictures of people without their permission and then trying to extort money, cyber stalking? The FBI put him in jail. That's where this lady needs to go. And she sold child pornography. And she was having me human trafficked, drugged for fake confessions, beaten, raped by the drug cartel. She's a human trafficker. She has no real court order. There's nothing. I never stood in front of a judge. Never questioned by the prosecutor's office of any wrongdoing. Those agents laughed at me for some guy named Pete's tape, but they were mocking me. And I went, what are you talking about? The guys that worked the case said they already knew it was photoshopped. That's why they were laughing. Like they said, they always could tell it was photoshopped. They knew they had drugged me and told me to say it before. You could tell I was drugged. I never talked to anybody or seen anybody. I thought the dirty well water was killing me. How would you like to find out sexual predators and rapists were harming you? And strange men had raped you and you woke up with bruises, throwing up, heart racing, severely infecting. You thought it was the dirty well water infecting you and killing you? And strange men had violated you and drugged you up and told you to say stuff and you never seen her talk to them? How would you like to be me? Could you imagine me on a stand in a courtroom of crying my eyes out, stuttering, choking, and probably vomiting from the horror I would let out of what these people did to me? Could you imagine me choking on my tears and stuttering from the head injury and then feeling the back of my head the size of a ball-peen hammer where they crushed my skull in? They raped, they tortured me, they human trafficked me, and they told me that they were, where I was so infected, they were letting men rape me before. Under drugs, so I wouldn't know what happened. That lady's a human trafficker, and having me drugged for fake confessions, beat and raped, and drugged up and told to say stuff in Photoshop. Could you imagine me on a stand? I never talked to her, and she had no right violating me. And the officers assigned to me needed to get her, because she was mocking. She got Agent John arrested, and she just don't need him anymore. Anyway, so that agent had her money, so we're going to go down and get it. I got a court order. You don't got no court order. I never was found guilty. You don't have no court order. They're not going to release it to you, bitch. Maybe they've been waiting for you to show up. Is that it? Because could you imagine me sitting on a stand choking and gagging and vomiting from the horror they put me through, and for me to have to let it out in front of people? You would get no sympathy from any judge or any jury for what you vile, evil people did to me. And to find those judges up there, and you admitted you were part of the ones framing them, they want you. They didn't give you no special permission. There is no such thing. It's cold, hard court orders, and it has to be police and agencies in a protected life case with statements and a court order. Otherwise, it's illegal monitoring and a felony invasion of privacy. Sextortion, cyber stalking, they're federal crimes, you stupid ass bitch. Guys, you want the lady framing the judges? Got Agent John arrested? She finally confessed.